Okay, so the map's looking pretty, I guess. Now's as good a time as any. Let's take a look at some of the dinosaurs on the map here. So let's spawn a crystal kaiju. Now, hitting tamed for this one is going to spawn a wild. It doesn't matter. This thing can't be tamed. You only will get wild ones. And I am going to need to just fly out of its space a little bit. This thing is massive. So to get a sense of how big it is, it's standing quite a ways underwater down here. All right, so we'll bring this thing up on shore. If we can. This thing here, it's going to get an attack overhaul in a future patch, but this thing is designed to be a big endgame boss for tribes to try and take down and get a bunch of rewards. It won't go roaming the entire map. It'll stay roughly where it spawns, and I've tried to be selective about where it spawns. So, yeah, this is end game type of boss. Let's see if we can kill it with the admin rifle now. Cool. We have, it says it's returned to the rift, and you can see we got a whole bunch of different tech engrams. In this case, some element, bunch of good rewards there. And then I'd love some player feedback. If you want more rewards for the effort or less, please let me know, so we can enhance this and make it a fun boss battle as we go. Yeah, that's the crystal kaiju. Let's do now. I might as well show you an underwater one, and I'll turn fog off. Fog 0, so you can actually see what's going on down here. Cool. Okie dokie. So, let's spawn now. Okay, so let's spawn now the Great White Megalodon. This thing is like a regular teeny tiny Megalodon, only much bigger and great white shaped. You want to be very careful of this one. It will smash your rafts like a lead. It's much more aggressive, will tail you for a much longer period of time, and it's going to apply a bleed effect. I actually would love players' opinions on this one. I would personally like to add in a kind of like a Kacha style stacking bleed buff. I want it to be a kind of underwater boss battle type thing going on, but I don't know how popular that will be with players, and I also wouldn't mind it kind of sucking most of the Megalodons on the map towards it to create kind of like a super pack that stops Megalodons kind of just hunting you down from everywhere and forever, and making this kind of a bit of an underwater boss. But yeah, player feedback, please. I'd love to know what you think, if you don't like fighting it or if you do. This mod is for you, so tell me any changes that you want. All right, so the other underwater one we've got here in the mod is, where is it here? It is the Lumeris. So this one, oh, we've spawned an Earth Lumeris because we have the elemental buff. They're not always, they don't always have an elemental type, which I could show you now by spawning another one. That's part of the mod, but a separate system. So this is just a regular Lumeris. So these are, as far as I'm aware, the only charge/glow capable fish that we have. And, better turn that off. We need a saddle to ride it, so I'll use the admin menu to give myself a saddle real quick. Bloop. Here we go. Alrighty, so we have a Lumeris saddle, and it has harvesting buffs underwater, kind of like a dunk. I tried to make it a similar size. You can also do a bit of a barrel roll if you need to get away from predators. I think it's the only barrel rolling fish. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, so this one's meant to give a bunch of... I'll try and document on the website wiki, but it's meant to give a whole bunch of resource carrying bonuses, some boosts to harvesting, and just be a fun fish. I'd like some feedback from players. I know Bloom can be a bit difficult, depending on the console you're on and things like that. Like, that stuff's pretty bright for me, but this guy's not super bright. If I need to turn up his glow or turn it down, please let me know. All right, that's really the majority of the fish. The next closest thing to a fish, I guess, would be our mini turtle. So that would be the Cindralith. Oh, I spawned a water Cindralith. Cool. Okay. So this is our lava-resistant magmasaur without being a magmasaur, essentially. So it has a lot of the perks of a magmasaur, like the fire and the lava resistance. You can hold down E and you can enable smelting. And you can turn this thing into a little smelter on the go. We do have, it does have a saddle. Now, all of the mod saddles are built at a smithy or the Radiant crafting bench, and none of them require engrams. You can just come in here and you can make the saddle. So we'll find the Orrukal, Radiant Sabertooth, Cindralith Iron Saddle. There we go. These will be getting custom icons in a future patch. Right now, it wasn't a huge priority to have custom icons for them. So this is the Iron Saddle, and its focus should be... maybe I'll update... What do you think? I'd like to update the armor rating. Give this thing even more defensibility. I don't want to make the normal turtles redundant, but I was hoping to make this metal armor quite strong, noting that the turtles are already quite strong and make quite the defensive tank here. I don't want to break game balance, but that's meant to be the idea of this thing. It's even got a little iron tail cap. Yeah, so that's the Cindralith. I hope you like it. I had a lot of fun making this one, to be honest. I was trying to make a non-balance breaking Magmasaur style thing to hold people over till Genesis. Okay. Next is the Orrukal. Okay, so the Orrukal is it's our space horse. Functionally, it acts a lot like a horse at this point, or an equus. So you tame it the same way if you find a wild one, but it doesn't eat carrots; it eats soap. So you got to feed it some soap. It does have a saddle as well. Where are we here? So if I go, where's the Orrukal? Now we have two of them instead of giving me the saddle. Hooray for doubles. There we go. It can pull carts. It has its own cute equus style saddle with room for its horns. Yeah, it runs. It does equusy things. I would like to give it more space horsey sound effects. Oh, that's a fire. That's a fire pelican thing. Cool. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to do with this one. Part of me wondered about having a kind of option here that basically lets it spawn a campfire at night to make it even more utility, but I don't want to make it too overpowered. So again, please leave comments. Tell me what you want this thing to do. I would love feedback. So then we have, yeah, I guess let's cover the Zenagon. So this thing is a very alien chasing it spawned apparently not buried. Weird. So this is a trapdoor spring out type of alien. Think like a kind of like a Purlovia. Single player, man. Is that a bird under the ground? Yeah, it's much quicker. It's quite aggressive in its attacks. It'll chase. It can bury. I think it's got a few perks. If I remember correctly, this little guy is immune to damage when buried, actually. So you can't spring it out of the ground using traditional methods. I think you have to throw like a gas grenade or something. I'll need to double check what I ended up setting that to. The reason I can't remember is because I made 2 barriers. So it's now as good as time as any. This is the Illiwara. And this is our trapdoor spider. So we have 2 different barriers. The difference between this one and the Zenagon is you can actually ride this one. And it has a little bit of a cute little spring in its jump. It can shoot webs. And has a little lunge attack and can be buried. Yeah, and the 2 of them have 2 different berry properties, and I need to double check. The website, the wiki will have the information on exactly what their berry properties are. Okay, so let's do, I guess, the Bannu Pheonix. Yeah. Okay, so we got an ice Bannu Pheonix. Cool. I'll spawn a non-iced one so you can see as well. Okay. So this is the Bannu Pheonix. It looks like a normal Phoenix with like a flame overlay on it. That is my VPN in the bottom right hand corner. Please ignore that. Okay, I just wanted to make a kind of a Phoenix that could be used on every map. It has a creature grab. It can throw fireballs like the regular Phoenix, and it's got bite attacks. But it doesn't need to be out in a heat storm. And I was thinking about making armor for it so that it was a bit more defensible and had a neat saddle with some bonuses. But please let me know if you'd like to see that. It also makes more sense rather than sitting on the flames. But yeah, this is meant to be your Phoenix for when you don't have a Phoenix on Scorched Earth. It has different stats to kind of balance it with the regular Phoenix. Okay, the Royal Phoenix is different again. This one's a bit more graceful and Harry Potter looking, I suppose. This one, where the last Phoenix kind of flies more like your typical birds, this one is quicker, designed for getting around with diving and swooping. It does have that's its like claw attack. You have 2 different types. You have a flame attack. I think maybe it can pick up as well. Nope, that's a different type of claw attack. All right. So yeah, just a kind of cuter, different type of style Phoenix. Designed for mobility rather than attack, which was the Bannu Pheonix. All right. The Nanook. So the Nanook is an ice bear. It's designed, it has a saddle here, but where this thing shines is if I can put something to death. Let's put this fresh Phoenix to death. Let's chop it up. Okay. Like all good Phoenixes, it gives oil on death. If we put meat in the inventory of the Nanook, the meat will freeze, and you can see the expiration time has taken ages. When it defrosts, it will defrost back into its regular meat. So this is a preserving tame. Essentially, this is going to allow you to preserve meats if you're out and about, particularly when exploring Scorched Earth. This is super useful. You can keep food on you for exploring, bring things back, will keep you cool. And if you need to hatch eggs for something that need to be very, very cold, for instance, this is going to be the thing you want to put them around. Okay, so just find a little bit of a clean area. Next is I was going to say the higher wyvern. However, I think we've hit our limit for higher wyverns. Okay, we have. Okay, let me come across here. So as an admin, you can restrict how many of these things are on maps as part of the mod features. This is the higher wyvern here. Its textures are just loading in because I haven't been in the area for ages. And my graphics card is a potato. So, yeah, this is our higher wyvern. It's very large compared to the size of a regular wyvern. Probably 3 or 4 times bigger, I think. It's designed to be like a mini boss kind of tame. It does not land often. Its attacks are stronger. It's it's meant to be difficult to tame. It's slow. It's not a quick, agile tame. It's meant to be a slow tank, essentially. A wyvern equivalent of a tank. If you want me to do more with this thing, let me know. I'm very happy to. Yeah, wyverns are one of these tricky things. They're so powerful that it's very difficult to not add things without breaking game balance. Well, okay, let's show now then one of our newer dinosaurs, the Ceratosuchops. I named this thing, but I looked up its name online looking for a dinosaur name, and I don't even know how to pronounce it. So, yeah, this is one of my favorite new additions. And there's the saddle I made for it. So, we have this thing. It's okay on land, but it gets most of its benefit in water. So like a Barry, it can kind of jump out and snap you off your raft. It gets a whole bunch of fish eating bonuses. It looks cool. I think it looks cool. Let's go with that. I quite like it. You can't tell me that's not a stylish looking dino. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's our other higher wyvern. Okay, let's, next one. They're all in the area. You can see I've been doing a lot of testing. This is the Stone Drake. So the Stone Drake has a glide, as you can tell. It has a bit of a rocky look to it. And if I fly up, hold down C, it has thermal vision like an owl. And it can also turn itself to stone. And it turns the user to stone to heal. Essentially, this thing acts like a bit of a snow owl, something you get on all maps rather than just Extinction. I'm very happy to play with this one and change up its attacks and features. Just let me know what you'd like to do with it. But that's the Stone Drake. What else is here that I've been testing? Is this a... Oh, here we go. This one kind of looks like a Stone Drake. Similar kind of... well, they look similarly dark at nighttime. But this one here is the Chuo Drakeling. So this one you can have a passenger on. It also has a glide. It has a claw attack. I think it should be able to... Oh, we ran out of stamina. But yeah, I think that one's, I guess that's closer to a griffin in terms of its functionality. They're not just, none of these are just copies and pastes or anything. So if you're expecting to get on that thing and like have a griffin stats or something, you're going to be disappointed. But functionally, in terms of how it controls, it should be similar and give you an idea. All right, next is the Corpsebear. So this thing you'll find typically in the redwoods along with other bears. It eats rotten meat. If you put rotten meat in its inventory, the rotten meat will turn to honey. Oh, compies. It's always compies. Yeah, get him. You get him. Get him, boy. Get him. Yum, 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 yum. It's decently strong. Apparently it kills a good compy. Yeah, this one's used for generating honey, essentially, and it will turn rotten meat into honey for you. I was thinking about actually having a different taming method for this and changing it so that you kill a regular dire bear and then bring it to life again with an injection of a virus. Leave your comments if you'd like me to do that. I absolutely can. I thought it might be a cool way to, if you've got a favorite dire bear or something, bring it back to life with some utility. Okay, let's say next is the Thraumbull. All right, so the Thraumbull, which you'll instantly notice does not like that turtle, has a saddle as well that we need to give it. Let's go on there. Add to the inventory. Give it its saddle. Okie dokie. Now, I'm going to be giving this thing an overhaul in a future patch because right now, functionally, it controls like a Phelosiosaur or whatever the desert one is. I basically wanted a version of that could go on any map and kind of fit more thematically into the other maps, which is how this thing came about. So it doesn't have a huge amount of variance from the Phelosiosaur. So if you do want to see it changed or with new abilities or something like that, sing out. Let me know. I'm very happy to change it. I wanted a Phelosiosaur for other maps. I know I could have just added it. But here we go. That's that Thraumbull. Enjoy. Alrighty, what do we got next? The Moonlight Neko. Alright, cool. I love this thing. Basically, it's a different cat. It has slightly different stats to a regular cat. But this model was very generously donated to the mod. And I've added it in here as a cute companion. Tamed in the same way you would tame a normal cat. I quite happen to love it. I like this one's got a really cool green color scheme. I want to do more with it. Basically, once the mod was out, I wanted to ask the person who donated the mod what they would like to do with this and kind of create their dream cat dino for them as a way of saying thank you for donating it to the mod. So that's why it currently functions like a cat. But once they've provided feedback there, we'll be adding abilities and functionality based on what they would like to see. And please leave your comments as well. This mod is for everybody. We won't be taking away functionality, but we'll definitely add to it. Okay. The Luminax. This thing, I quite love it. Is it the most beautiful model in the mod? Maybe not. But I think it's a pretty cool design. It was meant to be like a radioactive axolotl type thing. It has its own saddle here. There we go. Which lets you craft a whole bunch of things with the saddle. This guy moves decently okay on land. It has a pretty big jump. It's reasonably fast and strong, but where it shines is in water. This one here is absolutely a water tame, like the axolotl inspiration it started off as. Like it's quite quick. It's quick like an Ichthyornis. Apparently perfect for hit and runs on a lead. And it can jump quite far out of the water. You can't glide or anything, like you might think like something like a rock drake, but you can climb up a wall. Oh, here we go. Apparently I opened up a DOS here. Yeah. So that's the Luminax. I was actually tossing up having it walk like that underwater rather than swimming. If that's something you'd like it to do, definitely let me know. I'm still playing with the control scheme for that one. Okay, so next is the Mechanized Drake. So this one is, well, a giant robot Drake. It's got melee attack. It's got a lightning blast attack. It has rocket shoes. You can lightning blast from the air as well. You can attack from the air. I didn't give it like a flapping animation or anything. I wanted it to seem very robotic. If you want these updated, let me know. Yeah, everything is adjustable, essentially. This guy, even though you can fly it without a saddle, it does have a saddle. So you have the mechanized robot heart. So if you put that in, you get additional armor on top. And obviously, if you can get if you can blueprint it, you can scale it up, so you can give it additional armor, and you can craft stuff in its inventory while it's alive. Okay, so I hope this isn't too jarring. I just wanted an easier way to quickly spawn a bunch of these to show you what it is. So we've jumped across to the dev kit. I realized I forgot to show you the elemental wyvern. So I'm just going to spawn some like this. Okay, here's 4 of them. Now, these have the mod's elemental buff by default on them. So we have a water elemental wyvern, a fire, a toxic, and another fire. They can be lightning, they can be any of the types. You'll notice that each variant here has a different set of horns, depending on the type that it is. And depending on the type, so if I ride this one, the fire has fire breath, as you'd expect. The toxic, though, has... Oh, the dev kit. Dev kit isn't like in-game. I promise this will all look normal in-game. It has toxic breath. The water has... I believe it has fire for now. I will be making a water kind of bubble attack for that one. There we go, another fire. But the main perk is if you have a water type, it'll be immune to water damage. If you've got a lightning type, it'll be immune to lightning damage, fire damage, etc. So you can see the lightning's got a lightning attack and a different set of horns again. So that's the elemental wyvern. They will always have the mod's elemental buff, whereas by default, it only has a 10% chance of being on regular dinos.